Berkeley, California, bracing for possible violence over this weekend. A leftist group says it plans to oppose an anti-Marxist march planned for Sunday. Okay, the Marxists want to march, the anti-Marxists want to march.
Yep.
And then the Marxists are going to march against them. I think I've got that right. Joining us now is Zachary Wood. You've seen him before. He's a student at Williams College. You were an intern, was it the Wall Street Journal?
At the Wall Street Journal, yep, a Bartley Fellow.
And you're a Bartley Fellow?
Bartley Fellow.
Bob Bartley, the greatest newspaper guy of his generation. I knew him well.
Really?
Yes, he was my mentor. Yes, he was. Absolutely he was.
Yeah,
a remarkable man. And you were a Bartley Fellow?
I was.
I didn't know that until you just said it.
I enjoyed it.
Okay. What do you think about this? The left, I can't quite work it out. There's a march and a counter-march and then a counter-counter-march. What's going on?
So, I think it's this idea, liberty of expression comes first, right? And so it's, everyone has the right to say what they want to say, right? That's what our Constitution affords us. So it's important that we think about how do we have safeguards against violence while also protecting liberty of expression. I think it's also important to point out that a lot of people are characterizing this march against Marxism as something that's supposed to be for hate groups. The organizer has explicitly stated in the Facebook statement that she wants nothing to do with that.
Good.
That she embraces diversity, that she loves diversity. And so, people need to pay attention to the fact that this isn't about, I don't think this is going to be the same as Charlottesville. Not the one on Sunday, not the one at Berkeley.
Here's another one for you, Zachary. A Clemson University professor is under fire for a Facebook post. In it, he wrote, I'm quoting, "All Trump supporters, nay, all Republicans, are racist scum." Now then, that's a Clemson University professor saying that, I guess on Facebook, posting it there. What do you make of this?
The question of whether someone has a right to say something, sure. It's a misguided statement. It's an overgeneralization. It's unfair, and it's not true. It's just not true.
It doesn't do the left any good.
It doesn't do the left any good, and it assumes that this idea of ideological constraint, that you can say just because someone supports a particular person or thinks something on a particular issue, you can assume any number of other things about what they think, feel, and believe.
It's guilt by association.
Exactly.
That's what it is. But you are first and foremost free speech. You have the right to say it, say it.
Yes, you have the right to say it, say it.
And you'll hold firm to that.
I hold firm to that. Now, I do believe that it's very important for administrations to think about what are the measures that they can take to protect public safety, what are the measures that need to be taken to ensure that discourse is as productive and as fruitful as it can be.
What do you say to those people who say, I'm sensitive, I don't like what you're saying, you have offended me, you have belittled me, you have done all kinds of nasty things to me, and I object. I don't think you should be allowed to say that. What do you say to them?
What I would say is that once you graduate, once you go into the real world, no matter what field you work in, whether it's business, whether it's education, whether it's politics, you will encounter people that you disagree with. And I think that part of what college is about is preparing people to articulate those disagreements that they have. Articulate your point of view.
Have you ever had unfortunate encounters?
I've had unfortunate encounters, I've had fallouts, I've lost some friends over some of the things that I've said, some of the things that I've pushed for, but I think it's important for students to figure out how to work that out themselves. If we can't articulate the disagreements that we have, then what do we have ultimately? Communication is very important, and it's valuable for political discourse. You
know, Zachary, there's a role for you in television news. You want it?
You know what? I'd definitely consider it.
Well said, young man. Have a great weekend, Zachary.
Thank you.
And thanks for joining us.
With you.
Yes, sir.